Hello friends, in this video we are going to learn about the definition and introduction of the yoga. So actually the pronunciation yoga is a westernized form. Actually the word Sanskrit word which is a real word is yog. So means the meaning of a yog is came from the Sanskrit word yuj, which means to join or to unite. So we will call it as a yoga only, but the real word is yoga. Okay, so basically the definition of yoga is it is a spiritual discipline that focuses on bringing the mind and body into the harmony, right? So yoga leads to the union of individual consciousness with that of the universal consciousness, and it implies complete harmony between the mind and the body as well as between the man and the nature. A person who experiences that oneness of existence is said to be in the yoga, and he is termed as a yogi. He or she is termed as a yogi. Having attained to a state of freedom referred to as a mukti, nirvana, or moksha. Thus, the aim of the yoga is a self realization to overcome all kinds of suffering, which leads to the state of liberation or moksha or freedom or kaivalya. The presence of yoga is also available in the folk traditions, Vedic Upanishads, heritage, Buddhist and Jain traditions, darshanas, epics of Mahabharata, including Bhagavad Gita and Ramayana, these and also the traditions of Sevas, Vaishnava, and Tantric traditions also have the presence of yoga. Yoga was being practiced in the pre Vedic period. The great sage Maharshi Patanjali systematized and codified then existing yogic practices, its meaning and its related knowledge through Patanjali Yoga Sutra. Now let's look at the definition of a yoga in classical Indian texts. So as per the Vaisheshik Sutra, the definition of yoga is pleasure and suffering arise as a result of drawing together the mind, the sense organs, and the objects. So when that does not happen because mind is in the self, there is no pleasure or no suffering, and that is called as a yoga. So here it means our mind and our sense organs and the objects, right? So they are drawn together, right? So it means we will not get pleased by looking at the beautiful things, or we will not feel suffered by looking at the horrible things. So that state of a mind is called as a yoga. Now, as per the Katha Upanishad, which is also an Indian text, the definition of yoga is, here it is, when the five senses are sound, touch, sight, taste, and smell. So when these five senses along with the mind remain still and the intellect is not active, that is known as the highest state. They consider yoga to be firm restraint of the senses. So in Sanskrit, the meaning of restraint is sanyam. So when a person is having a sanyam, means a firm restraint of the senses, that person becomes totally undistracted, and that is called as a yoga. Now, as per the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says, be equal minded in both success and failure. Such equanimity is called as a yoga. Yoga is still the second definition of the yoga as per the Krishna is yoga is a skill in action. So which is also called as a karma yoga. So if you are very skillful in your action, that is means if you are doing your duties well, if you are doing your karma well, that is also called as a karma yoga. Now another definition as per the Lord Krishna is know that which is called as a yoga to be separation from contact with suffering. So means you are not in a contact with the suffering, that is also called as a yoga. Now, as per the Yoga Sutra of the Patanjali, yoga is a fourfold: faith, aspiration, perseverance, and means. As per the Linga Purana, by the word yoga is meant nirvana, the condition of Shiva. Nirvana means freedom from all the sufferings. As per the Yoga Bija, which is a Hatha Yoga work, the union of a prana and apana. Union of prana and apana means prana means the energy we breathe in, and apana means the energy we breathe out. So, and also the union of one's own rajas and shiman. So, rajas is a vital fluid of a woman, and shiman is a vital fluid of a man. So, the union of own rajas and semen is also called as a yoga. And the union of sun and the moon, the individual self and the supreme self, and the same way union of all the dualities is called as a yoga, as per the Yoga Bija Hatha Yoga work.